All right, let's do a quick project update on the Zenith. It is all in the hangar. I know I haven't done an update in quite a while. I do kind of fits and spurts. That's how the project's been going. It's this year 3, but I expect to be probably done with it this year. So far, I think pretty much anyone that's been following the build at all knows that it's been up on the gear for quite a long time. The fuselage is, probably 85% complete. There's a lot of parts in the cockpit that I haven't riveted on purpose because it gives me access to things like plumbing and avionics work. I'll probably rivet all this last. Pop rivets are pretty easy. The tail is, of course, done. It has been done. That was the first thing I did. I'm probably going to take that skin off, which unfortunately I already riveted, because there is the equivalent of an AD on the skin on this thing. They're getting stress cracks on the outside edge here. And unfortunately, despite the fact that it's actually got some spider webs on it, the fix involves putting a second skin on the leading edge or replacing the skin altogether. And of course, I riveted it. And my rule in doing this project has been I don't rivet anything until it absolutely needs to be, because pop rivets don't take very long. So my standard practice has been to leave things clecoed, because honestly, this whole rivet job on the leading edge here of these rivets is probably an hour or two. And then it gives me access if I want it later. The first wing is pretty close to being done. It needs lights, fuel line plumbing, and this leading edge horrible curved piece that everyone hates. Obviously needs an engine. The sunlight's going to get in the way of our camera here, but the second wing is going together about 10 times as fast as the first wing, since now I kind of know what I'm doing, and I'm just building the same thing again. So start to finish on the second wing, honestly taking it out of the crate and getting to the point where all the ribs are together and the bottom skin is getting ready to be drilled out, was probably 4 or 5 hours worth of work versus the first time I did the other one, which is way over there. It probably took something like 30 hours to get to this point, just because I was trying to figure everything out and be very careful about everything. Not that I'm being reckless about things at this point, but building the second side is much quicker. Anyway, so the whole thing is at the hangar. You can see my hangar mate's RV, here it is. RV6A, which is something like 12 or 1,300 hours on it. That's about 15 years old. It's a fantastic airplane to be in the hangar with. I'm a high wing, he's a low wing, so it makes for a great hangar mate. But that's my quick couple-minute update on the Zenith. I actually expect to be flying this year. A lot of you have heard about the Tiger Baron that I'm involved with, which has really been distracting, but I got my eye on the ball in the Zenith, and I really want it now. I wanted to fly it to Oshkosh this year, and I'm sure that's obviously not going to happen since that's like 5 or 6 weeks away. But I'm definitely flying it to Oshkosh next year and camping under the wing for 2020. Anyway, if you got any questions, send me an email, mike@evidot.com, or just leave a comment.